Hey Falcons fans, let's get to the latest on our team, so stick around to stay informed, and be sure to hit the like button. Let's go! The Atlanta Falcons are building a passing pressure like a basketball team. That's not a metaphor, they literally said it. When Leonard Floyd took the podium for his introductory press conference on March 27th, he said a phrase that immediately defined the Falcons' defensive vision for 2025, to me. Passing pressure is like having a basketball team. What did he mean by that? Rotation, versatility, and depth. Just as a coach needs a starting lineup and a strong bench in the NBA, Raheem Morris wants the same on the defensive line in Flowery Branch. And if you're a Falcons fan, this approach should excite you because it's different. It's bold. It's a creative solution to a problem that has plagued Atlanta for years, a lack of consistent pressure on opposing quarterbacks. The team finished second to last in sacks last season with just 31. They desperately needed some strength, and they got it, at least in part. Floyd brings 48 sacks over the past 5 years and a one-year, $10 million price tag, making him the highest-paid new addition by salary cap impact in 2025. But it didn't stop with Floyd. Atlanta also signed Morgan Fox, who racked up 15.5 sacks over his last 3 seasons with the Chargers. They re-signed Arnold Ebiketie, who led the Falcons in sacks last year with 6. Caden Ellis is back too, after tallying 5 sacks and a team-high 16 QB hits. Add in veteran defensive tackle David Onyemata, and you've got the makings of a solid starting 5. But there's a catch: every single one of these players profiles better as a complementary piece. The Falcons still don't have a star. They don't have a leading scorer on the line. They're playing small ball in a league dominated by superstars. Head coach Raheem Morris isn't hiding from that. He knows this group still needs more. We need rush, he said plainly. But what makes this story compelling is that Morris doesn't just want production, he wants culture. He wants chemistry. He wants leadership. And in Floyd and Fox, he sees players who can mentor younger teammates and set a new standard. Fox, who's appeared in 120 games across 8 NFL seasons, brings more than just stats, he brings presence. Morris called him a great human, a guy who adds to the fabric of the team, who's been a part of versatile units, and who knows how to help younger guys grow. When you're rebuilding a pass rush, that matters. Fox isn't just a body, they believe he's a glue guy. But here's the twist. While the Falcons are leaning on this basketball team model to fix their defense, they're also counting on a new voice to elevate the entire operation, defensive line coach Nate Ollie. Hired in January, Ollie comes with serious credentials. He's helped develop sack-happy units with the Eagles, Colts, and Texans. He's known for maximizing talent, for building energy in the room, and for demanding aggression. Raheem Morris is betting big on him. Excited about the energy from the coach, he said. Excited about the energy on putting the emphasis on rush. And if you're a Falcons fan who's watched season after season of opposing quarterbacks standing clean in the pocket, those words hit home. This isn't just talk. Morris has made it clear, you have to emphasize the rush game, how you get after the quarterback, how you get off the football. It's a mindset shift, and it's one that Ollie is being asked to spearhead. Now, let's pivot to a different, but equally massive story circling Flowery Branch, Kirk Cousins. What was once seen as a potential solution at quarterback has now become a lingering question mark. And not just because of his play. The situation surrounding Cousins has grown increasingly complex, frustrating fans and exposing fractures in the front office's strategy. According to a report from Sports Illustrated's Albert Breer, the Falcons were exploring trade options for Cousins, but the market didn't respond the way they hoped. Cleveland, which made sense on paper due to Cousins' history with coach Kevin Stefanski, opted instead for Joe Flacco. The reason? Money. Flacco signed for $4 million, with incentives pushing it to $13 million. Cousins' contract? Far more expensive. And Atlanta doesn't seem willing to eat a big chunk of it to facilitate a trade. Worse yet, Pittsburgh, perhaps the last real destination for Cousins, is now showing signs that it may prefer Aaron Rodgers instead. And if that's the case, Cousins could be left hanging. Complicating everything is Cousins' no-trade clause, which he appears ready to use strategically. He doesn't want to go to a team that's about to draft his replacement. He doesn't want to be Penixet again. So now you have a standoff. The Falcons want value. Cousins wants control. And Pittsburgh wants options. Unless all 3 parties bend, nothing moves. And that leaves Atlanta in limbo. Again. So the big question becomes, can the Falcons afford to stand still? I want to hear from you, Falcons fans. Do you believe the basketball team pass rush strategy will work? And what should Atlanta do with Kirk Cousins? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The danger of standing still isn't just about missed opportunities, it's about momentum. And right now, the Falcons are at a crossroads where both their defense and quarterback situation could define the outcome of the 2025 season before Week 1 even kicks off. Let's stay with the pass rush for a moment. With Leonard Floyd and Morgan Fox now in the fold, and Nate Ollie bringing a new voice and vision to the trenches, the Falcons are banking on synergy over superstardom. But synergy alone won't pressure the quarterback. You need closer talent. And despite solid additions, the current lineup still lacks that one elite edge presence that forces offensive lines to shift their entire protection scheme. The kind of player that lets everyone else play freer, faster, and more confidently. That missing alpha is what makes the 2025 NFL Draft so pivotal. Raheem Morris hinted that more moves are coming. The Falcons are expected to add another edge rusher, possibly even with their first-round pick. But there's also been a loud, growing call from the fan base, go get a veteran. Go get a star. Whether it's the lingering hope of TJ Watt becoming available, or the fantasy of landing a young, ascending pass rusher in a trade, the desire is clear. Fans want results now, not potential later. And that urgency is echoed on the offensive side of the ball. The Kirk Cousins situation continues to cast a long shadow over the organization. While Albert Breer painted a detailed picture of the trade complications, salary cap concerns, trade resistance, and Pittsburgh's interest in Aaron Rodgers, one reality looms larger than all. This situation is embarrassing for a franchise trying to show it's ready to compete. Cousins' no-trade clause gives him leverage, and he would be willing to use it. He won't go to a team that's drafting his successor. He won't let Atlanta out of his contract unless all the conditions are in his favor. Meanwhile, other teams are moving on. Cleveland has made its choice with Flacco. Pittsburgh's patience is limited. And the Falcons? They're step-paying a veteran quarterback they don't fully believe in, while the league knows they're desperate to move on. Breer suggests the Falcons don't want to spend the $13 million it might take to get Cousins off the books. But that stubbornness may be doing more harm than good. Atlanta seems hesitant, uncertain, and in a league where aggressiveness builds prospects, that perception is costly. Worse still, it hurts the front office's credibility. From Terry Fontenot on down, the lack of clarity surrounding Cousins, coupled with the misinterpretation of his market value, makes the organization appear to be operating from a position of reaction, not strategy. The fact that Cousins could remain in limbo until after the draft only reinforces that impression. Now tell me, would you bite the bullet and trade Cousins at a financial loss to clear the deck? Or would you keep him and hope the pieces around him can handle the pressure? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on what's coming next. Go Falcons!